Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm here to do my very late October favorites. If you guys have been around for a little bit, you know I've had a lot of changes in my life recently. Moving, I'm currently seconded at a company, which is a client, so I still work for my law firm, but I'm working at a client that is very much in the news right now, and my role keeps increasing there. So it's been a very busy time, and Instagram has not really been something that has been, YouTube is not something that's really been happening. I'm still somewhat on Instagram. I'm trying to post all the deals that I can find. So if you want to see more daily content, please follow me on Instagram. I'll have that link down below. Just YouTube takes a little bit more to sit down and get in front of you guys. And I'm still almost done with my closet. I am missing 2 pieces that are coming, and then everything hopefully will be put away, but everything for now is staying in its dust bags to stay safe. So without further ado, let's dive in to my self-care luxury that I got for myself, and I did finally buy myself a Peloton, which I'm so excited about. I have had a stationary bike in my apartment and then my house for roughly 2 years, almost like exactly 2 years. I got it in November 2020. And my husband at the time was like, "You're never going to use this. We're not buying a Peloton." And then I proceeded to use it basically every day. I probably rode my other one like roughly in the 2 years I had it like 500 times. I love it. I love riding the bike. I find it's great exercise and it's really stress relieving, and it's nice to have in the house because especially right now, I don't necessarily have time to like drive to the gym, go to the gym and do that whole process. I can respond to emails while on the bike. So, so I did get a Peloton. I got not the like newer one. I just got like the basic one that was on sale on Amazon, which was great. So I think it was roughly like $300 off, and then delivery was free and all the assembly was free as well. So I did get that for myself. I'm very excited. I've been riding it a lot. I love the classes. And considering I was someone who rode the bike like basically daily before I got the Peloton and the classes are much harder than just like riding the bike for a sustained amount of time. Much harder. So I will say that. So that was my self-care luxury. Let's dive in now to more of the other luxuries. So to no one's surprise, because I never change out of anything, my Gucci compact card wallet. This is the Mickey Mouse one I've been using since I went to Walt Disney World in March. I love it. Not going to say more about it. You guys have seen this a billion trillion times. I just love it. Next is my sunglasses, which I could not find my Gucci ones for most of October as I had put them in a bag and could not find them. So I was using my Karen Walker Super Duper Strength glasses, which were like really popular on Instagram for a while. These are the alternative fit, which is the slightly smaller fit, which I have a big head, so I was surprised I needed this slightly smaller fit, but I did. And I do like them. I find they're very like fun. I'm really into like big oversized glasses, so these work for me and I do like them a lot. Though I will say the case for them, which I do not have because I never put them in the case, is giant. It fits in nothing. So unless you're like carrying a tote bag with you. Next is bag. So you'll have seen some pictures of this that I've been carrying for a bit, and I did mention that I had been carrying it, and it is my Chloe Mini Marcy, which is a real throwback. Actually, let's see if I have the receipt here of when this was purchased. It was like a long time ago. Came from Nordstrom's. The receipt is like all faded. When the bag, April 2016, when the bag was $795. I think it is it's like right at 1,000, I believe now. It is really though a great bag. I think the kind of style of it is just very classic, honestly, for this sort of bag. The leather's really nice. It does hold a phone, does hold both my phones because it's pretty wide. The one thing I will say about this bag, and I noticed when I was in Nordstrom's the other day that the bag has gotten a little better, is this used to like slouches like a lot, but the newer one is a lot stiffer. Like they put more of something in this back so that it does not slouch quite like this one does. Though this is interesting to me. I love this one in the chestnut color. I do use it, as you guys saw, like when I was unpacking my closet and I saw it again because I just hadn't seen it in my other closet. I was like, I want to use this. So I took it with me. But I have a black one that still has the tags on it from Neiman Marcus because I have never used it. So actually I'm going to sell that because I have had it probably almost as long as this one, and I have literally never used it. So it was one of those ones where I thought I loved the style, but I think for me it's the style and the color that really like make the bag. So that's my bag pick for October. For shoes, I'm going to put up a picture because they're currently dirty, but is the Prada Monolith, boot, which is a really chunky boot. I at one point did have this boot and then the combat style boot, and I realized that I never wore the combat style boot, so I sold it, and I did wear this other boot, the Monolith boot, a lot. It's very chunky, it's very like kind of like aggressive in your face, but it was great for being a witch for trunk or treat, which was not my trunk or treat. I do not have any kids or teach school, but my best friend is a teacher, and she's like, hey Sam, will you do my trunk? Of course, because I love a good craft and I love a good Halloween craft. So we made a giant monster, which I'll put up on the screen, really cute. So I handed out candy there in October for Halloween, and then I handed out candy at my house for Halloween as well. We didn't get as many trick-or-treaters as I guess this neighborhood has gotten previously, but we did hand out big candy bars because I am a firm believer in candy and big candy bars. And then the rest of them I have been eating. I love candy. If you guys know me in real life, I basically just eat candy all the time, which is not a good diet thing, but I love it. Next is ready to wear, and it'd be this Burberry sweater that I am currently wearing. I'm obsessed with it. You guys have seen it if you watched my fall luxury haul. I got this from Koltari, I'm not sure how to say the name of that European website, for such a good price, and I love it. It's great. It's very warm, and our house is great because it stays cool in the summer, but that means it's cold in the winter. And it is, I think it's a blend of, yeah, it's merino wool and cashmere and blend of that, and I love it. It's super warm and it's great. And like, it's Burberry, why not being like really obnoxious Burberry? So this is my ready to wear pick. Love it. And then as for my last, which is books. So I read not as many books as I would have wanted to in October, just with everything happening, very busy time. I had just started being seconded at the client, and the client had a lot going on then, has even more going on now. Yeah, so I had just kind of like, when I had gone to the library, which is where I try to get most of my books from, I just like kind of picked based on like, I was like, this looks like an interesting cover. That's literally why I picked this book. And it's Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. I'm not sure I'm saying her last name right. It was a Good Morning America pick, and it was a bright orange cover. And I was like, oh, I like this. I'm going to go with this. Guys, it was a great book. So Lessons in Chemistry is roughly about 1950s, 1960s woman who works in chemistry at like kind of a Caltech-y sort of place, and she falls in love, and who she falls in love with, and just kind of what happens to her story and what she ends up doing with her chemistry background is really interesting, and trying to like inspire women to realize that their cooking is not just like, it almost is kind of like a science. And it's a really great book. So it's got a romance element to it. It's got kind of like historical fiction because of when it's set. I really loved it. I like went through it really quickly. So highly recommend that book. So those are my October 2022 luxury favorites. I know I'm very behind on this, but I'm trying to get back into filming. So if you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which I'm trying to do twice a week. If you want to see how I style my bags or any more content, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.